It's Andrea, right?
Yeah.
In this episode, Jesse meets another woman under the worst of circumstances.
He looks out for like the weakest prey and finds Andrea.
He's making money hand over fist working for the super lab, but in a weird way, that's become kind of a grind for him.
But I can't work a scale now?
And he wants that old excitement he got back when he was working the RV and selling meth with Walt.
You ever try that blue stuff that's going around?
Thank goodness we realize that Jesse hasn't lost every last shred of his human sympathy and compassion.
Jesse, this is Brock.
He starts falling for her, or maybe feeling a void of missing Jane.
Things are starting to look up a little for Jesse. He's getting a little less dark and a little more light.
They gave Tomas a gun. Gave him a choice.
When, unfortunately, he realizes at the end of this thing, a big twisteroo.
Just rode up on his bike and shot him.
This is going to pay dividends dramatically, perhaps for the next couple episodes.
My guy is a top guy.
Who is he? What's his name? What are his qualifications?
I don't think Skylar wants Walt back in at this time. I think she's treading very lightly on that ground, but I think that she wants to be involved because even though she's angry with Walt, she still has this instinctive protectiveness about him, and so she doesn't want this thing to go south. She doesn't want him to end up, getting caught. She doesn't want anything bad to happen to anybody around her. So it's her way of trying to ensure that nothing bad happens.
I mean, do you really want to know?
He absolutely doesn't want her knowing about this business, involved in the business in any way, because it could only be bad news for her.
I need some assurances that we're going to go about this in a manner that is extremely safe and cautious.
She knows money, she knows bookkeeping, and so she's able to sort of cut through all the stuff that he's doing. He's trying to zig this way and zag that way, and she just sort of stares down at him and he goes, okay then.
Laser tag.
The sort of charm that he thinks always works doesn't work with her, which frustrates him intensely.
You don't need to be involved, okay? Because I've been doing this for a lot of years, successfully, believe it or not, without your help.
Saul's always getting himself into trouble with his mouth.
She's a very strong person. She's not easy to push around. And I think it's Walt's worst nightmare to see Skylar and Saul in a room together. Walt just sinks lower and lower in his chair like, I'm not here. I'm not in this.
This is what we buy.
The fact that Skylar seems to be accepting this lifestyle with Walt, albeit from a distance, and not as a married couple, but as a business partner, is conflicting for Walt. He desperately wants and loves her, and he wants her back. And this is the avenue that we have in common now, and our children, but this is it.
What about me?
What about you? It's killing me because Walt's activity has corrupted Skylar.
I'll be the Danny.
No, Skylar, that is not a good idea. And given moral ambiguity to her life.
You are not in this. You are not
I'm married. How am I not in this?
Married. Skylar, we're divorced.
I think the deal they strike is two people looking at each other and going, I'll give you this, no, I'll take that, and they bargain really quickly, very expertly.
I never actually got around to filing the papers.
And then, they come up with something that she's okay with.
Married couples can't be compelled to testify against one another. So there's that.